Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTG Traders. My name is Taryn, and this is Blue-Red Land Destruction. So, you like land destruction, but you want to have a bit more flexibility and control over your opponent? Say no mo. This is basically an Is It control deck with land destruction sprinkled in between. But before I get into the deck list, hit that like button and subscribe to MTG Traders. It helps us know you care and keeps these videos rolling. Alright, let's go. Land destruction spells are expensive, and we need them to be way cheaper. So let's reduce their price overall with creatures. We've got 4 Baral, Chief of Compliance, and 4 Curious Homunculus. While not only making spells you cast much cheaper, the Homunculus can turn into a late game threat, and that's just gravy. But we also need a creature to help us end the game, so this one will do just that. Enigma Drake is here to help end a game, usually coming down in the mid to late game as a 4/4 or 6/4. This tempo behemoth makes fatal pushes difficult to hit, magma sprays, incendiary flows, and other burn spells besides cut or pumped up harness lightnings difficult to hit targets. But 11 creatures is all she wrote. The rest of the deck, control spells, burn spells, and of course, land destruction spells. For main board burn spells, we've got 2 magma spray and 1 sweltering suns. Going wide is a common thing among most top tier decks, so having a main board wipe helps us a lot in extending the game out for our benefit. It also helps that the Drake and the flipped Homunculus doesn't die to a sweltering suns. Very nice. For control spells, we've got this: 2 negate, 3 censor, 2 disallow, and 3 supreme will. We're wanting to try and last through at least turn 4 for land destruction spells to kick in. These help us to either dig into our deck or counter any spell that we don't like. We've got so much gas from Amonkhet and now Devastation here. It's awesome. Finally, let's get into land destruction. So here's the lineup: 3 Crumble to Dust, 4 Structural Distortion, and 3 Violent Impact. That's 10 pieces of land destruction. Slightly less than our green-red lineup, but Creeping Mold was just too good not to include since it hit enchantments. We have no such thing in red. The last 2 cards in the deck? Bounce spells. 2 Baral's Expertise are here to help bounce creatures and even get our land destruction spells out for free. How awesome is that? Casting a Baral's Expertise usually means GG, as the tempo swing is massive. But that's it for the main board. Let's go over lands. We've got 4 Wandering Fumarole, 4 Spirebluff Canal, 1 Scavenger Grounds, 2 Ramunap Ruins, 5 Mountain, and 8 Island. A pretty even spread. Ramunap Ruins is here to help get those last 1 or 2 points of damage to close out a game. It's come in quite handy in testing, and of course Scavenger Grounds is here to deal with the recurring graveyard that we don't like. But let's say we're having some trouble against our opponent. Let's go over the sideboard. We've got 2 Shriner's Defeat for red deck wins, 1 more Magma Spray for extra exile hate, 3 Abrade for artifact hate, 3 Incendiary Flow for extra reach to exile or opponent's life total, 2 Winds of Rebuke to bounce eternalized creatures and feed Enigma Drake, 1 more Sweltering Suns for a more reliable board wipe, 2 Hieroglyphic Illumination for card draw, and 1 Commit to Memory to ensure we're not getting milled to death. And that is the full 75. The deck is a ton of fun, and thanks to me pulling out Torrential Gearhulk, the deck is coming to a whopping 57 tickets on MTGOtraders.com. Of course, if you've got the extra tickets, Torrential Gearhulk would be a great inclusion in this deck. But I love it when a cheap deck like this does work. But let me know your thoughts on the deck. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Have changes for it? Let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. As always, I'm down there reading everything you guys post. Anyways, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to MTG Traders for more content like this in the future. See you guys in the next video.